Hi there, I'm Kim Berkeley. I'm one of the authors of the Speaking Out About Self-Injury blog over on HealthyPlace, and today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately, and that is self-care. Now, if you're struggling with self-harm or self-neglect, it can be really hard to wrap your mind around the idea of taking care of yourself as something really important to do, but it is. You might not feel like you're worth it or like you have the energy to engage in any kind of self-care. But taking better care of yourself isn't just important for your physical health, but for your mental health. And it can really help with dealing with some of the triggers or the motivations that might be behind your self-harm. So for today's video, I wanted to just, talk a little bit about how to get started with self-care if you're in a really bad place as far as self-harm or self-neglect, and what you can do just to get started on that path. Now, the first thing to remember when you're getting started is that you can't just jump into suddenly being a healthy, self-care oriented person. You can't go from, having trouble getting out of bed every day to suddenly being this person who gets up and does yoga at 6 in the morning and eats granola for breakfast and goes out for a jog and spends time with their friends. And, it's too much to take it all on at once. So if you're in a really bad place, you have to start with baby steps. You have to start with what you can do one thing at a time. So if, for example, you feel like you're having trouble getting out of bed in the morning, that might be the first thing to focus on. Maybe try just getting up for 10, 15 minutes, just as an experiment. A lot of the time you might find that once you've been up for a little while, you actually feel better and like maybe you don't really need to go back to bed yet. If you do, that's okay. You can always get up and try again tomorrow. With food, if you're not eating regular meals, you might want to try setting an alarm for, every 4 hours or whatever it is you want to do. But even if it's just one meal a day, one slightly healthy meal a day, that's still something. Same thing with sleep. If you're having trouble sleeping, maybe try to set a regular bedtime and a regular routine. If you have to, set an alarm or ask someone to help hold you accountable. If you live with someone, maybe ask them, just to tell you good night at the same time every night. All these little things might not seem like that much at first, but once you start putting them together, they can add up very quickly. One of the most important things to remember is this, that just because you feel like you can't do something or like you don't want to, doesn't mean you actually can't. Those thoughts can't stop you physically from getting up or getting dressed or eating a bite in the morning or going for a short walk or anything that you might need to do in order to take better care of yourself. I know it's really easy to feel like it's not worth it, but it really is in the long run. Your body will thank you for it, and your mind will thank you for it. The other important thing to remember is that you're not alone. There's a lot of other people out there struggling with similar issues, but more importantly, there are a lot of people out there who can help you if you ask. You can talk to friends or family members about what you're going through and talk to them about how they can help you maybe do a little bit better on your own. But you can also go to a therapist or a counselor or anybody else like that who can actually help you work through the problems that are underlying your self-harm and your self-neglect and find better ways to cope and a better path forward. Even when it doesn't feel like it, there is always hope. As always, I hope this video has been helpful. If it was, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what kind of self-care tips you've been trying or what things you'd like to work on. And if you know anyone who might benefit from this post or this video, please, please, please share this with them. You never know who might need to hear these words. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.